45 miles separate the cities of Eugene and Corvallis, but the number of barbs and shots thrown back and forth between these two institutions could fill a distance triple that size. What a matchup we have for you in the battle for the state of Oregon. Welcome to Corvallis, Reser Stadium, home of the Oregon State Beavers. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Oregon State Beavers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Ducks will put total leather and we'll get started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The run to the left. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting this season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you. So many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
The Beavers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Send the tight end in motion. Back to throw, it's Bradford. Got it set up on the outside. Turning it on! Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. And the Beavers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time.
Yeah, you could tell he wanted to get it to the big man, and I would too. You got a 6'4", 6'5", 6'17" wide receiver out there. You want to throw it up so he can make a play. Set those feet first, then you give it to him.
Now facing a 3rd and long. They just keep firing. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And on the first drive of the game, this defense does it again. They had 2 last week. They get another one early. This defense has been flying around, ball hawking the football.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Quarterback will keep it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. It seems as if this old feud has been going on since Lewis and Clark set the foundation for the Oregon Trail. They've been playing since 1894, guys.
Game's been played for a long time, a lot on the line in the state of Oregon. Bragging rights, Jesse, for a whole year.
I feel like it's one of the rivalries in college football that maybe a lot of people don't talk about or really know about. But if you've ever been around this game and you know about the tradition and the history and the emotion surrounding this game, this is easy.
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Oregon! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He steps out of bounds just across the 20 at the 21. Decent starting field position here. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there, forced the TFL.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and he lobs one high down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle box as he knew he could throw it away as long.
Deep shot for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
You got to give the defense a ton of credit there on third down, able to force that incompletion on an absolute bomb. You can see why defensive coordinators get nervous facing this quarterback. He has tremendous arm talent. He threw that thing more than 60 yards in the air. But the defenders on the back end stayed in position, made sure there wasn't a catch. That was a fantastic play defensively.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. Completes it in the middle. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Going deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Off the play fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Throws to the back. This time he's got his man. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
This is exactly why 3rd down is practiced every single day. 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far on 3rd down.
And the Ducks are flying down the field. They want to run this quarterback. Oh, he's got some. Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. Rutgers proved it is battle-tested and capable of winning any place, any time after this one. And just think of the confidence this Scarlet Knights team gained today. Invaluable, if you ask me. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Use the play fake, now to throw. Buys a little extra time. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now rolling to the left. Complete on the comeback. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Backed up now, here's second and long. Now the play fake. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And this has not been a good start for this offense. Like, this whole team, actually. They're already found themselves in a big hole. They're already trailing. They're going to need to throw the football, and you're going to have to protect your guy. This
breaks into the open. At the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Oregon State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. They'll leave it with him. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires toward the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
They were trying to hit the corner on that loss, but the defense refused to lose contain.
A lot of times offenses will do the FIB formation into the boundary, try to take advantage of you necessarily spreading out, sending more resources to the field, trying to take advantage. Offense gave it a whirl for the defense. They did not move. They did their assignments, got the TFL.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Sends it downfield. Intercepted. Yes, even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. Taking it the other way.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
To the air. It's Bradford. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Beavers want to crank the tempo.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch them sleeping.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Beavers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Has it back, and here comes the offense. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Motion from the back. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
The Ducks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Looking left. Got his man. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
It's hard enough to get this guy on the ground once. That's his 2nd sack of the day. Nice job getting in the backfield, not getting deceived by this guy's speed, because we've seen this QB, man. He can make people miss. Nice job getting him on the ground for the 2nd time today.
They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44.
Really nice 1st down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. On the ground, it's Ball. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. Finally out of bounds at the 21-yard line after the big run.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Gets it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you got dialed up on 3rd.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Might be changing the route. Looking to pass. It's Bradford. Rushes on him. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. Just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Duke was able to cap off a close one in Durham with a narrow victory. And that's the mark of a solid program. Pile up wins, build on games like these, and remain focused on the big picture. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out again today, guys, with another ranked team going down.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Looking for a deep man. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it deep.
Power football with the run. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Looking to throw on 3rd. Zings it complete to the right. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Looking downfield, it's Bradford. Using the quick game. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Caught, close to the marker, it's ball. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Took a shot as he threw. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They are getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Bringing the heat. He's got the back in the middle. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
Wants to throw on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. There he goes. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Going for 6. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Takes it the other way. Inside the 50. Past the 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Oregon! The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. Effective offense has led the way, but a most effective defensive play there.
No doubt. Putting separation now. This game's starting to get out of hand. Defense making plays like this. Offense continue to score points. Hey, defense wins championships and apparently scores points.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Beavers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright. Turning it on. Pass to sticks and still on his feet. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Ducks! He got a step and just dusted the field. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. You know they love their track at Oregon, and when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get you the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He's out of bounds at the 25-yard line, gets it right back to the touchback position, and the offense will take over. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Beavers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to throw, it's Bradford. Flips it out in the flat. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Terrific job not just settling for the negative play and getting it to the running back.
Yeah, and you're supposed to go through your progressions, and you're obviously wanting to attack down the field and make a big play, but a lot of times when you dump it off to the running back, he can make something happen. And you're right, get something positive out of it instead of taking a sack.
And here's the 3rd interception of the night. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 10. Going airborne. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split them out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. He'll off one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off.
It's a running room. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. The Beavers will line it up on 1st and 10.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
First down here for the offense. Dropping back, it's Bradford. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
That's a bang-bang play, 3-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
Looking to throw again. They're working that left side. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. And the Beavers headed quickly to the line.
They run it, they get the first down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
Didn't put much on that one, and it's incomplete.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Unleashes one. He makes a catch. Touchdown, Beavers! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Sends it back in motion. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
After misfiring, it's second down. Looking to fire. He's going for a big play downfield. Makes a grab for a big play. Finds some room. Smashes ahead. Touchdown Ducks! And the pummeling has started. It's as if the Duck has hopped on that motorcycle and is revving the engine, and Oregon is threatening to drive away.
And Oregon's a team that, man, when they get it going, a lot of times they're just so hard to stop. The swag gets rolled. The uniform always looks good, but Oregon State's going to have to find something in this rivalry.
They need a big play, and they need it right now. The Beavers need to be able to slow down this runaway train that is the Oregon Ducks right now.
42, Oregon State, 17.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. His drive will open from the 15. Looking to throw, it's Bradford. Here comes the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Beavers come to the line in the hurry-up. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. That's caught. It's Dennis. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Lost to throw again. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, I think the ball just got on the receiver so quickly. He took his time working his route. By the time he got his head around, the ball was already there, and he just wasn't able to stab it.
Looking to throw, it's Bradford. Got his man quickly. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Gets drilled as he throws the big pressure on 4th down, and they'll get it back.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Starts a drive trying to go up top. What a job to lay out and make the catch. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Makes a grab on the shot. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the third. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Oregon.
And the Ducks are threatening on first and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Oregon! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend the lead here in the fourth, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Man, the sack, and this offense has just struggled. They haven't done anything right, and they got a full quarter to go. Like, they got to find something in this next quarter to hang their hat on, something to leave with some positive vibes.
Gets it to him on the screen. Thought they had something set up there, but he'll be stopped just short, and it'll be fourth down.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives because even when you come up with big plays like we just saw, you're still miles away from picking up this first down. You're making it so hard on your offense.
Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. The Beavers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Unloads to the right. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Hey, it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense and stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the open guy.
For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they... have one remaining in the half. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. He'll set up to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Fourth quarter, huge lead. I'm not really sure why you need to take that kind of shot.
You don't. You definitely don't need to. You can run the clock. You can run the football. You can make sure that you're playing it safe and conservative. Or you can just go for rub it in your face, eat that. You know, I don't like the other coach.
The incomplete pass leaves them with second down.
Here we go, here we go.
Give to the running back. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere. He's knocked down behind the line.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
From the 42, if they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. Makes the pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. And the Beavers want to pick up the tempo. On the ground, it's ball. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And third down, they keep it on the ground with their playmaker. They give him the football. They got so much confidence in this guy and their offensive line, and they get the first down.
Listen, just to be on the field on third down as a running back means you've got to be versatile, right? You got to be able to catch the ball. You got to be able to block. But if they want to hand it off to you on third down, too, you got to be able to go find a way to keep the drive alive. This dude has all the tools in the toolbox.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The give to the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
Runs through a tackle. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
Man, and these are the situations. They know you're kicking an onside. You got to get it. You got to find a way to get the football. And how about it? Get the kick. Get a good bounce. Everybody's flying down the field. Ball bouncing all over the place. You fall on it. Offense has another chance to put some points on the board.
Here's the handoff. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the fourth quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. That's a great situation to try to run the ball.
They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Bradford. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays because they are definitely playing the deep ball.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
Trying to keep the drive alive. Picks up the first down. Breaks into the open. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. What an unfortunate penalty there. They thought they'd converted the 4th down. Instead, they'll have to try it again. This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. Has to get there to move the sticks. Got a little space. Run out of bounds. They'll spot him at the 24. Probably the only people upset about going for it on 4th down, the punters, who don't seem to see the field as much as they used to.
Not when you've got a running back like that. He just has like a sixth sense. He always seems like he can just find the crease, especially in these short yardage situations. He comes up with a huge play there on 4th down.
He makes the catch. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. The Beavers have it with a 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. Looking for a man. It's Bradford. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. They'll immediately call timeout. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go to the ground. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Fourth down.
Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon State. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
I tell you what, when you give me that kind of effort, I'm going to find you more often. What a layout. QB throws the football a little bit in front of him, had to dive and go make the catch. He lays out, secures the catch through the ground. Never got to catch it all the way through the ground. Nice effort by that receiver there.
He's looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half minute, they'll line up for the onside kick. They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back.
Well, sometimes you just got to be lucky, and that time the ball bounced the right way for the kicking team. They were able to recover their own onside kick, and they've got possession.
After this, it'll be a wrap. On the run, it's Ball. And after they get him on the ground, that's going to do it. So as they've done so many times in this in-state rivalry,